What's up, folks? Welcome back to the Puny Humans platform. I'm your host, True Victor, and I don't know. I've been kind of dreading talking about this situation because I don't know. Tory's my guy. You know what I mean? And when the whole situation went down, about both of them, I had mixed feelings because I wasn't there. You know what I mean? None of us were. So, and there I'm referring to when Megan was supposedly shot in the foot by Tory the night of the Kylie Jenner pool party. So, as I'm sure most of you've heard in recent news, Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison 14 times. And that's very unfortunate. You know what I mean? From my understanding, the brother was, he was doing a lot in there to help his fellow inmates, and he stayed low, stayed out of trouble. He's been in there for almost 2 years now, and this is his first altercation, or at least the first one that's gone public. So I'm assuming with him having being such a high profile celebrity, if he had been in an altercation prior to this, we'd have known about it. So safe to say this is his first altercation, and not too long after the stabbing, we now have information that is alleging that Kelsey Harris is the one that shot Meg. So let's get into this little collage here of information and see exactly what we can dig up. This is a very interesting one here. I seen about the first 2 or 3 minutes, and I just figured, I wanted to bring it to the channel and react to it. So it says, Charleston White goes off on Megan Thee Stallion lying on Tory Lanez at Corey Holcomb. I'm assuming this is his platform that's going over this topic here. So let's get it.
Have y'all heard Megan Thee Stallion music? Everybody knows. Listen, Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody knows you whoop big old hoe and you drag little bitty like that. You get on top of them and you know how to squat.
I must say, I got mixed feelings about this guy here because, on one hand, he talks a lot of truth, but on the other hand, he just seems like a very, very danger to us as a culture. So I'll be having mixed feelings about this dude, Charleston White, but yeah.
That up with them big old thighs and them knees, man, with a little bitty up under you, bouncing that big old ass up on him with that good pushing it up on him. Ain't no like you crying no year later about no like that.
Sad news in hip hop. Tory Lanez caught catch up.
What?
Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times in the yard.
Tory Lanez got stabbed up 14 times. They had to bring him to an outside hospital.
Tried to murder him, hit in the back of his head, everything.
Tory Lanez was allegedly attacked by a fellow inmate named Santino Castillo at California Correctional Institution, CCI.
According
to TMZ sources, the hip-hop star was in the yard of this Supermax state facility in California when he was attacked by another inmate.
Come on,
His
man.
injuries are said to be non-life-threatening.
Come
Just
on, man.
last week, he somehow shared this photo to Instagram and bragged about his new album.
Injuries not life-threatening. Who the hell is reporting that? How you get? Listen, I think it's safe to say it's impossible to be stabbed 14 times and it not be life-threatening. That's impossible, right?
Dropping this summer.
She took my heart, filled it with nothing.
He looked cock diesel. He's with the brothers in the yard, and this week he got stabbed up. And last week I was thinking, yeah, yo, he's comfortable. Like, this is real. This is American me. This prison, like LA prison in the yard. They try to take his life. That wasn't just his slash.
Yeah, hit up 14 times is severe. Yeah, that's severe.
Back, both lungs collab, critical condition. This real.
Tory Lanez case is being revisited. Evidence came out showing that there was a 0.01% chance of the gun being in Tory Lanez's possession at any time in the car.
0.001.
The passenger seat most likely had the gun, and in the passenger seat was somebody named Kelsey, who was Megan's best friend.
Facts.
According to the driver, Kelsey and Meg get out. Started arguing.
And fighting.
Kelsey pulls a hammer. Tory goes, grabs Kelsey, and the driver says he did not see who pulled the trigger, but the gun went off. For some, that changes absolutely nothing. For some, it changes everything.
Many months later.
No, listen. Yeah, man, listen. Ain't no old as you, talk like you, like you, dance like you, and as cocky as you. You ain't crying. Yeah, y'all with that bitch, please. He should have kicked you right off in your mother hand, cause they say you like to drink and you like to fight. You one of them big hoes that like you'll whoop everybody. Couldn't nobody whoop you. You was at the white girl party and you was showing that big old. Don't try to get that man in trouble and get him sent back to Canada where he can't come over here in the United States and make good music no more for us. You wrong. Everybody know you the kind of don't cry.
So Tory Lanez, his legal team is claiming that they have a statement from a bodyguard of Kelsey's. Kelsey's was Meg's best friend, Meg Thee Stallion's best friend, claiming that he overheard some things that changes Tory Lanez sitting in jail, that Tory Lanez is not guilty and Kelsey is.
They have new evidence. Lanez didn't shoot superstar Megan Thee Stallion.
Damn.
But it was instead her former best friend, Kelsey.
You know what I like? I'm going to tell you what I like. What I like is they picking it up. The outlets seem to be picking up, the press conference that released this information. What I like is when things are exposed in the negative about, one of our melanated brothers, typically a celebrity, all of the medias pick it up. But then when certain things are brought out to overturn those initial allegations, they normally are quiet about it. You hear me? So I respect that. I mean, I seen E.T. up here. I see Fox 11 up here. So, they seem to be giving it some traction, So it might be some hope for the brother, man. I hope he pulls through on the stabbings, though. Let's get it.
And they say Harris's one-time bodyguard, Bradley James, was spurred by conscience to come forward.
The bodyguard said it's weighing too heavy on his conscience to not come up and speak out about this.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez was impaled 14 times and has multiple hits put on him since this happened. Furthermore,
let me see something real quick.
Artists who can sing versus artists who can't sing.
My fault, y'all. I just got a soundboard and I'm I gotta put this thing together. I just happened to set it up literally as I'm on stream right now. Well, not stream, but as I'm recording. Embarrassing. Okay. Wow, you can do a lot with this thing. All right, let's get back to the content. My fault, y'all.
DNA was found on the weapon. However, they never tested Kelsey for her DNA, at least to anyone's knowledge. So many people are saying, why wouldn't Tory just come out and say that he's a rapper who doesn't believe in snitching? And he actually shouldn't have gotten more than 1 to 3 years in prison, even if he was taking the fall. However, he got 10 because they gave him an enhancement weapon charge, which they only use for severely dangerous criminals. Now with the hits also being put on him, Kelsey's bodyguard, Megan's best friend, came out and said, I can't hold this in anymore.
That shit was weighing heavy. It was weighing heavy on his heart. You know what I mean? Like knowing that you got certain information. Well, no, actually, that doesn't line up. I'm gonna be honest with you, because that TikToker, he's mixing some stuff up, because you got to think about it, right? He said that the bodyguard heard about the stabbing and then it was weighing heavy on his heart, right? And that's what made him speak out. And that's not true, because if you listen here, when this new evidence was brought to their attention, they reached out to Megan, Kelsey, and it was a third party. Oh, the district attorney, right? They reached out to them. Only people that reached back was Megan's people, asking for more information, right? A couple days later, that's when the stabbing occurred, right? So that means that the information had to be given to them prior to the stabbing in order for that's how they trying to line this up, in order for the stabbing to occur, which means that the bodyguard couldn't have heard about the stabbing and then acted. You get what I'm saying? Because as far as they're saying, the information was given first, then they reached out to their folks, and then which the stabbing took place. So that TikToker, his storyline is all off, but let's get to it.
That he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody. He never even touched that gun.
Walter Roberts says the statement aligns with another witness.
He never touched the gun. Bring that man home. He never even touched it. Get that brother back out here, man. Throw all of that, what they said they was gonna, what did you do with you, with immigrants when they commit crimes or egregious crimes, deported? They talking about deportation. Come on, man. Let that man back into the state so he can keep bringing us some more hits. That's what I'm advocating for. And honestly, I think Megan need to accrue some charges here, because everybody's saying, nah, she just a victim. She just a victim. Listen, no doubt she's a victim. She's not just a victim, though, right? Her story didn't stick to, I don't know who shot me. Her story went from, I don't know who shot me, to Tory looked at me and said, dance, bitch, dance. Oh, am I at the right time? All right, I can curse now. Dance, bitch, dance, right? And that's completely false, according to this allegation here. Right? So that means she was just making shit up on the fly. Or she was coerced into saying that. That's the only thing that's going to save her. Man, come on and say that she was coerced into saying this. She's going to have to give up the people that put all this whole circus together. And she's probably not willing to do that.
Women fighting.
Any of y'all out there that believe that Tory Lanez picked up a gun while he was with 2 girls that he popped them both, said dance, and shot her in the foot.
There we go.
By, you're an idiot.
There we go.
I never left that.
When
Me either, Joe.
Something go wrong. The
Me either,
narrative
Joe.
now is to say black men are no good. Man, y'all embarrassing yourself. Y'all talking about the gods. You just don't understand. But one day, when it's time to understand, I believe that there's a force that's not going to let you perpetrate. I believe if there is a God, he is watching. And when you perpetrate and jump on the side of good, it ain't going to work.
Lanez's lawyers say they've had the new evidence for months, and we're
It
waiting.
ain't gonna work. You heard him? No weapon formed against me. Sure. What? Y'all know. Put it in the comments.
Appeals court to rule, but went public after he was stabbed in prison. The family and legal team insist Lanez was never given a fair trial, raising questions about the prosecution and investigation.
No DNA, no fingerprints, missing bullet fragments. Despite those concerns, rapper Tory Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, was convicted in connection to the 2020 shooting of fellow artist Megan Thee Stallion in the Hollywood Hills, which left her with injuries to her feet. Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years, a full decade behind bars.
Hold up. Can we just acknowledge this reporter is sexy as hell? God damn, baby.
And a key figure behind the First Steps Act, publicly criticized the handling of the original case during a press conference in Los Angeles today. She says the case was paper thin and politics thick, alleging that prosecutors inflated weak charges and caved to media pressure. Her warning is, if a celebrity can get railroaded, what chance does the average defendant have?
Right.
So all you people who want to say something about a group of people like black men, where if you watch our history, especially in America alone, we've been victimized since we got here. We've been to blame of everything as long as we've been here. Your little boy, 1, 2, 3, 4 years old, will be blamed for all the failures in America. That innocent baby, once he get of age, it's his fault everything bad happening. Just like you did his daddy, don't do him like that, because are allowed to pull that and claim womanhood as a weapon.
I'm not gonna lie. And I usually don't use this very often, right? My fault, y'all. I didn't eat lunch yet. I'm about to. After I'm done this, I'm tearing these peach rings up. This dude, Corey Holcomb, he kind of come off like a misogynist, right? Listen, I don't use it very often, but he comes off like he don't really got a nice taste in his mouth about women. I don't know.
Let me say that again. I want everybody to hear that. Claim womanhood as a weapon. They ain't never claiming womanhood for nothing but to weaponize against the brothers. Oh, he say all the time. I got the receipts to show I help my people. Where your receipts? Your receipts, I'm telling you, a lot of you women out there who claiming to be women, your receipts are gonna claim you only took from the hood. You only took from the hood. You took court cases. You did everything that was bad in the hood, but claim innocent victim.
Ladies, gentlemen of polite savages, you are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike, especially those ladies who like to lie on stand, raise their right hand, swear on a stack of Bibles, and send an innocent man to the slam can. As always, we're only here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a struggle rapper harlot and her best friend, raising her right hand, lying through their teeth, violating the first commandment. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Well, let's go. A woman's scorn is something to be aware of, and it's all fun and games until somebody's life is in danger. When somebody's in the slammer, getting stabbed up, poked up 14 times, double collapsed lungs, getting taken to intensive care to the infirmary, life on the line. And what if this man was innocent, wasn't even supposed to be in that situation in the first place? What if evidence came to light that lies and deceit?
Hey, yo, listen here. She did this interview, right? Let's get it back a little bit. When she did this interview, I ain't gonna lie to you, you hear me? I
Situation in the first
that was the
what
face
if evidence came to light
of
that
a liar.
That lies.
I don't believe nobody that get on with Gail King. I don't believe nobody that get on her platform. I'm gonna keep it a bean. So if you want the truth to be known, she's the worst person to do an interview with. I'm just being honest. But she just seemed so deceitful here. Like she seemed like she was, I don't know, man. You know.
See that a conspiracy in the worst case, the greatest trick.
Damn, that's so demonic. Imagine carrying it like this, knowing that you just put an innocent man in. Megan the bartender. Megan the fucking barbarian.
That the devil played on man wasn't that he didn't exist. The greatest trick the devil played on man was to wrap himself in a package that a man could not resist. So my question is this, what's the compensation? What are we gonna do? What are we going to do about these situations? Ever since the Me Too movement, it seems that men have been getting sold up creek without a paddle.
Railroaded.
They caught all the perverts, but they want more because these ladies still feel like they need to settle the score. And why did they believe this woman so easily? Why was Meg so sympathetic? Why was her friend so sympathetic? When it came out that he was smashing them both, why were they so sympathetic? Because you see, the feminist jargon says that a woman can do whatever she wants to do. That Me Too movement, we will believe them. That fifth wave feminism, we will believe them. A man can say it's not me, we won't believe him. I'm talking about Tory Lanez. And evidence has came.
Believe justifies a pardon from the governor for Daystar Peterson, Tory Lanez.
Exculpatory evidence that will talk about how his justice was violated in the case that he's currently locked up for, the Meg Thee Stallion case. And right
I don't even
now,
know what that means. What's that word you just said?
It's exculpatory. So basically,
what the hell is that? I don't even know what that means.
It's evidence that it's new findings that they found that show light, that bring light on something. Like,
It says show or declare that someone is not guilty of wrongdoing.
They're saying that they have new evidence now or new things now that they want to reveal.
that.
And right now, more than ever, because of what just happened to him, it's important that they reveal it because they need to get him home.
Okay.
Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody.
Walter Roberts says this.
All right, y'all. Listen, y'all can go and check this out. This is THPP Network Studios. The video is labeled Charleston White Goes Off on Megan Thee Stallion lying on Tory Lanez. Prayers is out for the brother. You know, I hope he pulled through. If there's validity to this claim, you know, let's get him home. You know what I mean? The industry needs him. The trajectory of where hip hop is going, or music in general is going, is dependent on this brother. You know, so let's get him home. He ain't commit the crime. Over here on this platform, we do not advocate for criminals. All right? But we also do not advocate for railroading an innocent black man, or any person that's innocent for that matter. Again, I am True Victor. This is the Puny Humans platform. And until next time, what's up with the walls?
Break in, they ain't let us in. We pass on the settlements. This path I don't recommend. We pass what they expected, man. I go where they never can. I float on Neverland. When it's dark, you don't know where you going. Need a light bearer to lead you home. I go where they never can. I float on Neverland. When it's dark.